If we look now at budget and scheduling, just to give you a very basic definition of how your budget and CPC works and what that relationship is, your daily budget is basically going to tell us how much you're willing to spend per day, and your cost per click will determine how much you're willing to pay for each click until you've spent that daily budget. So, we always recommend that you start with our recommended CPC, and we've got a range suggested there, and that's just to ensure that your campaign's going to get enough reach to begin with, so you can try and reach your maximum traffic potential. As I mentioned before, it's a very dynamic and competitive marketplace, so you want to make sure you start higher and see how your campaign performs, and then you can optimize your CPC once you start to see that your campaign's performing well and you're getting great engagement and fulfilling your budget. And then the other part is, your campaign duration. So when you set up your campaign, we always recommend setting up a longer campaign. And the main reason for that is because our platform's adaptive. So it learns the audience your content is most relevant to with historical data. So the longer you run, the better it gets. And I think in this case, the question we often get is people ask us, well, I've only got, a certain amount of budget. Should I just, put it all into my campaign and let it run as fast as it can and do a quick burst, or should I kind of pace out that budget and let it run for longer? And we'll always say let that budget, pace it out and let your campaign run for longer and spread it out over time, because you're giving the system the chance to learn, where your audience is. And then obviously once you start to perform well, if you've got a strong click-through rate and you're getting a lot of clicks for your budget, our system's going to see that as, content that's performing well and start to recommend that content more and more.